A nation transformed, the end of Assad's rule. Syria has witnessed a seismic shift. After 13 long years of brutal civil war, Bashar al-Assad's regime has crumbled. Rebel forces, spearheaded by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, launched a lightning offensive in late November 2024. Cities fell in rapid succession: Aleppo, Homs, Hama, and finally Damascus. The Syrian army, weakened and demoralized, put up little resistance. Defections became commonplace as Assad's grip on power slipped away. The dictator, along with his family, fled to Moscow, seeking refuge in the embrace of his longtime ally. The fall of Assad marks a turning point. For years, Syrians endured unimaginable suffering. Now, a wave of cautious optimism sweeps through the war-torn nation. The future remains uncertain, but the Syrian people have finally broken free from Assad's tyranny. The long road to freedom, unpacking 13 years of conflict. The seeds of revolution were sown in 2011. Inspired by the Arab Spring, Syrians took to the streets demanding change. Assad responded with brutal force, unleashing a wave of violence that plunged the nation into chaos. The conflict quickly escalated into a multifaceted civil war. Numerous factions emerged, each vying for control. Foreign powers, including the United States, Russia, and Iran, became entangled in the conflict, further fueling the flames of war. The human cost of the conflict is staggering. Hundreds of thousands of Syrians perished. Millions more were displaced, forced to flee their homes in search of safety. The conflict left behind a shattered nation, its infrastructure in ruins, its economy in tatters. The world reacts, a new chapter for Syria on the global stage. The international community has reacted to Assad's fall with a mix of hope and apprehension. World leaders recognize the significance of this moment, but they also understand the challenges that lie ahead. The United States, while cautiously optimistic, has stressed the importance of stability and security in a post-Assad Syria. Russia, Assad's staunch ally, has called for a peaceful transition of power. The European Union has pledged support for the Syrian people, emphasizing the need for humanitarian assistance and reconstruction efforts. Neighboring countries, grappling with the influx of refugees, are closely watching developments in Syria. Charting a new course, hope and uncertainty in a post-Assad Syria. Syria now faces the daunting task of rebuilding. The path ahead is fraught with challenges, but the Syrian people have shown incredible resilience and determination. The immediate priority is to establish a stable and inclusive government. HTS and other rebel groups have announced plans for a transitional administration, but the details remain unclear. The international community must play a constructive role, providing humanitarian aid, supporting reconstruction efforts, and fostering dialogue among Syrian factions. The road ahead will be long and arduous, but with the shadow of Assad's tyranny lifted, there is hope for a brighter future for Syria.